Holy shit. Right, okay, so I am in my 912 with its dogleg. Shit, this is left-hand drive, dogleg gearbox. I am shitting it because it's got no seatbelts. It's smoking like a motherfucker. It's got rust everywhere. It runs awful. The brakes are binding. I hate my life. What have I done? Why do bad things happen to good people? I'm gonna get arrested for smoking the shit out of the world. But apart from that, everything is great. Well, also the brakes don't work. A little bit of poo came out, I think. Right, dogleg indicator doesn't work. It sounds awful. I've got this taste of oil at the back of my throat. How much is it smoking? Smoking like a mofo. Oh my goodness, there's a police cordon thing. I need to not rev it too much. That's third, in case it smokes too much, because there's a police road closure there because there's been an accident, and they're gonna look and go, oh my god, who's that nutter smoking, destroying the world? Call David Attenborough. My eyes, is there a sun visor? Yes, there is. I'm terrified because there's no seat belt. Why am I driving so fast? Okay. Oh, the road is closed. I'm gonna have to turn around. This is terrible that I'm having to turn around. Something awful has happened. I hope nobody's been hurt. Now, how? I want to really rev the nuts off it, but it's going to smoke, and there's loads of police around because there's been an accident somewhere. So much noise. Yes, so the breakdown. There's some rust, oil everywhere. The brakes are seized, and it's 5-speed though, which is great, and I'm not indicating, so I'm gonna get arrested. And it's a lot of rattling, tappety engine noise, but it accelerates all right. I'm on the wrong side of the road. The brakes, I need to use the brakes a lot. I can't go down there because people live down there and they might want to breathe. I'd like to breathe, that'd be great. So, first gear, which is light reverse. Let's go. There's so much noise. Right, you ready? Whoa. Ooh, brakes. I never know where I'm putting it when I'm coming around a corner. Oh shit, I haven't checked fuel. What's the fuel? It's saying none. Oh, I think I'm about to run out of petrol. I'm about to run out of petrol. No. I've run out of petrol. I've run out of petrol. I need to call Jack. Okay. Call Jack.
Mobile.
Hey, so two things. So he sounded not impressed. I'm going to give a full breakdown of the clock doesn't work, of what it's like, but I'm sweating. It's smelly. People drive around, they hate me. The residents hate me because it smokes a lot. I can barely breathe because it's the oil. Other than that, everything's great. So yeah, more to come. Oh my god. Okay, so I have been to see the 912. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's okay, firstly, the one fear that I had was that it would be rusty. And, you know, someone's covered it up and I'm now stuck with a heap of rust, and I've paid stupid amounts of money for it, and all of those fears are they've come to pass. It's rusty, and it's so it's got new floor pans, both sides. Then it's got seam sealer, and it's got it's got lots of seam sealer on, and then under seal everywhere. Now that's kind of pretty standard, but then the description didn't say, and I didn't have a proper look at it, so okay, I might be guilty. I can't blame the seller because, well, you know, I mean, maybe I can on some things where you've deliberately covered something up that someone's going to look at and go, fuck, I didn't see that when I looked at it. Now, the thing that I didn't notice, because it was in a trailer when I went to see it, under the arches, there's under seal on there, which is fine, but the under seal is fresh, as in never been driven outside fresh. So Jack's had a look at it. I'll probably make a video of the underneath, but I was too distraught to make one now. So underneath it's got the new floor pans, it's got under seal everywhere. I'm hoping the floor pans are actually welded to it and not just stuck on or riveted to the body. So it looks like they're solid, but I might have to just stand up and jump in it just to make sure that it's not bodged. It's got a really thick layer of paint on it. I can see filler cracking all over it. But the thing is, on some places like the rear quarters and things like that, you can feel underneath and there's no rust. So it's literally it's at a, to smooth it over, to paint it, whatever. I don't care about that. The sills look a bit wavy and they look very, very freshly painted and undersealed. So that makes me think it's got a ton of rust. The electrics are all over the place. Turn the indicator on and all sorts of lights come on and off. The horn doesn't work. The windows don't wind up or down because that's the handle is done in, and so is the mechanism. The 912 badge off the dash is missing. The 912 badges on the boot don't match. The lug nuts, the wheel nuts, are wrong at the front. They're not long enough, so they're just barely catching the wheel. The brakes are binding at the back, which is why it couldn't move when it was at the auction place, but it's a little bit better now that I've driven it, and Jack might take it for a spin just to make sure that it's staying free, or he'll have to do some kind of service on the rear calipers. What else? Oh yeah, the engine. So the engine's fired up and it was running on 3 cylinders, but Jack has since taken the plugs out, cleaned them. One of them was so clogged up that it wasn't firing, so fuel and everything was building up in that cylinder. There's a ton of oil leaking onto the exhaust. The exhaust's leaking all over the place. There's a cover, bit of tinware from the engine that's missing. The fan belt needs changing because it's flapping about. The little mechanism that releases the 2 caps that let the air or the heat out, heat exchanger, I guess, flaps, don't work. It's not connected. And on that side of it, what's that thing called? The temperature gauge doesn't work. And it smokes like you wouldn't believe. The smell, I can still feel it in the back of my throat, the burning oil smell. But a lot of that is where the oil has ended up in the exhaust or the fuel has ended up in the exhaust, and there's holes in the exhaust, and the oil is leaking onto the exhaust. So I think it's all of those things. Tyres are good though, on the wheels that I don't want. Yeah. So that's where I am. I need to go and process all of this stuff and see how the land lies. Jack says he's going to work through, he's going to get the brakes sorted, the wiring so all the stuff works. He's also going to fix the oil leak. And I'm currently stuck in traffic, so this car is going to start overheating soon. I kind of feel like, I don't know, have I bought a dud? I don't know, you guys tell me, because I bought it for 30,250. Now, for 20 grand, you can get one that needs 10,000 pounds worth of welding. Now, as long as these floor pans are connected to the body and they don't fall through, it is a new floor pan, then I think it's okay. But I do want to I'm going to put steel wheels on it. I'm going to put a roof rack on it. So I need to do those things, but I need to buy some wipers first. Center caps for the current wheels so they don't look awful. But I'm a bit disappointed that it's had the under seal on. I don't want to demonize the previous owner, but it's had that under seal done. He might have just taken it somewhere and said, I want rust proofing done. So there's a couple of holes underneath in not the chassis bit, it's where the metal joins it. So it's structurally, it looks sound, but again, what's under the paint on the sills? Because there's a couple of holes where I can put my finger through. No, I can't put my finger through. My finger would go through if I pushed it hard enough. And I think that's, yeah. It's a 5-speed though, which I didn't know, because I didn't check. It's a dogleg first, which is kind of confusing. I revved it to 7,000, which I shouldn't have done because it hasn't been used for a long time. But hey, just wanted to see if it would, which it did. And that's it.